Hey everybody, it's Vicky with Dementia with Grace. How is everybody doing? I hope that y'all are doing great. Today we're talking about a difficult subject. We're talking about the word is transfer trauma, the phrase. It is when you transfer someone from one level of care to another. That can be from their home to your home. That can be from a home into an emergency room. That can be from home to a facility, to a residential facility, an assisted living, a nursing home, a boarding care, whatever you call it in your area. There is a time, a phase of life that people who are making that change go through, and that is called transfer trauma. It can last anywhere from 2 weeks to 8 weeks. It can never show up, and unfortunately, it cannot end sometimes until a deeper stage is reached. So I wanted to talk to you today about what happens and why it happens, and what to do about it. What you think, what would be best in your situation. Caveat: this does not work in every situation. Every situation is different. Every person with dementia is different. But these are some guidelines, and to know that there is a term that you can look up. Now, if you look up the term transfer trauma, it will talk a lot about the trauma between an acute care setting back to the nursing home or back to home, something like that. But that is also transfer trauma. But I know that you are primarily probably here on YouTube looking for a channel, a video that talks about a transfer from home or from a family home to a facility, to a residential facility. So let's talk about that, okay? All right. It's hard. It's hard to go from your home of maybe, 30, 40, 50 years and take all of your stuff and pare it down, or have your family pare it down, frankly, to what they think that you would like to have in a, single bedroom situation, or even in a double room if you're going into skilled nursing care. Most skilled nursing cares, they have some private rooms, but a lot of them have double rooms. And so think about if you were told right now that you were going on vacation and you could only pack what would fit in the car. And you might not be back, so go ahead and get the things that you would want. Think about the things in your home that you would grab. And think about the things that you would hate to leave behind. And think about how you would feel if you were told that you were about to leave your home to never return. Okay? Difficult, right? Add to that the texture, the layer of not fully understanding why a move has to happen, why you have to move out of your home or your children's home, why do you have to go from assisted living to a memory care, if they can entertain that idea at all, if they can reason enough and plan enough to have that happen to them. It's devastating. It is. Is it necessary? Most of the time, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. For their safety and security, for their med management, for their ADLs, their activity of daily living, for 24-hour supervision. It is absolutely necessary, and it absolutely must be done. I encourage you to look at it from their point of view, and I'm sure that you are. I'm sure that you have. And that's the part that hurts. That's the part that you feel guilt over, and the part that you feel shame over. Remember, guilt is feeling sorry for what we've done, feeling bad about what we've done. Shame is about feeling bad about who we are. So you can feel guilty. because you're having to make a hard choice. You're having to make a hard decision. You're having to make a hard move. But don't feel shame, because you're a good caregiver. By and large, if you are on Facebook, if you are on eBay, if you are on YouTube looking for answers to these very, very difficult, necessary decisions, you're a good caregiver. So there's no shame in this. There absolutely can be some guilt. Absolutely. And if you don't have a group that understands the kind of guilt that you are going to go through, please come over to the Facebook support group. It's called Facebook. It's on Facebook. It is called the Dementia with Grace Caregiver Support Group. That's the group you want. And we can all huddle up and love on you and hug on you and tell you that things are going to be all right, because they will. It might take a couple of weeks. It might take a month. It might take a couple of months. But usually, people become accustomed to a new routine, which part of the transfer trauma is about getting out of their old routine and how they did things at their house. It's not just their things. It's their moments. It's their... it's where their coffee pot's at. Where is their remote control? Where is their bathroom? I mean, it's so layered. It's so layered. But it has to be done. And the easiest way I have found is to just make your mind up that it has to happen. Pick the best possible place that you can find. And do it. Take a deep breath and place them. Take them there in the morning and introduce them to people and show them around and show them their room. Primarily, they're going to want to see their room and where they're going to eat. And you need to have make it a priority to already have some of their stuff there. Most recently, one of our moderators from our group, Kathleen, moved her mother from Kathleen's home, into a facility. And she's got a wonderful post about it on Facebook, on the support group there, the Dementia with Grace Caregiver Support Group. Link will be down here, about what she's learned in the intervening time between the time that she placed her and the time that she and now, and how her person, who she refers to as E, how E has transitioned beautifully into the place. So you can expect for there to be a period of adjustment. I think the term transfer trauma is a little overplaying the hand. Yes, it can be traumatic, but it can also be a relief. And let me tell you, when I was a facility social worker, a director of a memory care, we had people that would come to us in stage 4 or 5, and the people would say, some of the people who were still cognizant and cognitively aware enough would say, I'm so glad to be somewhere nice, where I know that somebody's here. Somebody's here if I fall. Somebody's here if I get sick and I can't reach the telephone. Somebody is here to play cards with. Somebody is here for me to engage with. Not in those words necessarily, but that I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. And, they would be so engaged in all of the activities that were going on, and, the group sing-alongs and the visitors that we would have, and the other residents who were there who were of the similar cognitive ability, so that they didn't have to worry about being put on the spot. Things were simple enough for them to be able to actually participate. And maybe the retirement home that they came from, they felt out of place because they couldn't play bridge, or they couldn't do some more of the advanced activities. So there is a time of transition, and it can be a very difficult time for the person with dementia and for you. But it is not impossible. It's not. And is it going to be uncomfortable? Yes. Is it impossible? No. You can do it. And I am always available to do one-on-one counseling with folks. I do coaching, counseling, you know, people call it different things, but I can jump on a Zoom call or a telephone call with you one-on-one. We can talk through these things. You absolutely can come to the group. Again, I think this is the third call to action to the group. But y'all, the group is something that I cannot be. I cannot be in every place all the time. And I cannot be on Facebook 24 hours a day. But there is somebody on that group 24 hours a day. There's people in all time zones. There's people in all states and a lot of different countries that have been where you are, or maybe are at the same place that you are, and you can commiserate on the group. We celebrate, we commiserate, and we care. We care for each other. So I would love to see y'all come and come and be on the group. I've got a book available, Dementia with Grace, a new positive way of dealing with behaviors in people with dementia. And it's primarily about negative behaviors, about aggression, agitation, wandering, pacing, looping, shadowing, all of the things that I talk about on this channel. The book is available on Amazon. There's a link down below to that as well. If you have any questions, any concerns, any ideas for a video that you would like to see, please leave a message down below. Just right down here in the comment section. I read all the comments and try to respond. I cut myself off. I try to shoot all of these videos in one fell swoop because I don't know how to edit. So I'm going to try to edit this part to that part and say, I love you. I see you. I know you. I hear you. I want to serve you. If you have any questions, any concerns, come on over to the group. Email me at vicky@dementiawithgrace.org, or come over to the group and find my phone number and text me and tell me what you need, okay? All right. I love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye. Mwah.